Times are tight and we don't know what's happening to future currency in America. Inflation's on the rise. I cannot believe grocery prices, gas prices, everything is sky high. Makeup is not a necessity. Yes, we love it. And yes, it makes us feel good and it makes us look polished to go to work, but it's not a necessity like food and gas. However, it is something that can really add a little spark to your day and make you feel a little bit better. So for all of us that are on a budget and wanting to look cute and a little bit more youthful, can we do that using Drugstore? And everything I have on my face today is Drugstore, and it's really, really affordable. We have a lot of Wet n Wild today. We have a lot of e.l.f., my good old Maybelline BB Cream, and quite a few others. So stick around if you want to look cute on a budget, because it's possible. Oh, and at the end of the video, I'm gonna come back and show you how all of this looks after running errands on a hot day. I'll come back about 8 hours later and we will see how this held up, because my biggest problem with Drugstore is not the finish. The formulas are always really pretty when you first put them on. But as a pro makeup artist, how does it look at the end of the day? And does it look pretty really close up? That's my criteria. I think it's yours too. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Michelle Spieler, an over 25-year professional makeup artist. I worked in Hollywood. I know a thing or two about makeup, but more importantly, I'm a 55-year-old woman navigating this aging face. Yes, I had a facelift. I did. If you're new here, I had a full facelift on February 1st. Just lower though. They didn't touch anything in my brows, so I still have a lot of lines, but I don't mind that. They did an upper bleph because he said I needed it, and now I really see that I needed it. So I'm really happy with that. They pulled the lower face, they pulled the neck, but I'm gonna do a video soon, I think the end of April, talking about the psychology of facelift, the first 3 months after a facelift. And I'm not gonna go on any more than that. It's really eye-opening and I can't wait to share it all with you. I'm also the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass, so I've done 21 videos on mature technique using every type of budget and product under the sun, and you can always go into the link in any video I do. 100% of my videos, you can click on the title of the video and a menu pops down called the description, and you will always find my link to Mature Makeup Masterclass. Go watch my video. It's about 1.5 minutes and it explains why I think every woman over 40 needs my masterclass, and I priced it low purposely so that everyone could have access to it, okay? So if you are new here, on Wednesday nights, I do Saint and Demi because I got into this about a year ago and it's absolutely stunning. But I realize it's not for everyone. So on Saturdays, I do a video for all traditional makeup or topics related to beauty. I feel most beautiful. I just did a video Wednesday night called Saint 411 if you want to watch it. But I feel most beautiful when I'm just wearing a very simple face of some color correction waxing, a little bronzer, the tiniest bit of foundation buffed on. That's how I feel most beautiful. But I realize that it can be an initial investment. And so today I want to work with drugstore products that give me that look and feel of this Saint look. It won't feel the same on the face, but I want to do kind of a youthful, plump, cute look to run errands where I still feel like cute in myself, okay? And we're gonna use all drugstore today. Now, every time I go to the drugstore, I'm shocked by the prices. They're going up and up and up. Foundations are close to $20 now. A bottle will probably last you, what, 2 to 4 months, depending how often you use it and how heavy-handed you are. Today, I'm still gonna use my good old-fashioned Maybelline BB Cream. I contemplated using this, but this isn't for everyone. This is for everyone because this is for normal to dry skin, and then they make one for oily and combo skin. It's blue. It's called BB Pure. This is BB Fresh. This never disappoints. Everyone I know loves this, and I love it, and it has an SPF in it. I really took my time in Walgreens and in the Ulta drugstore section, really took my time trying to find something I liked more than these, and I couldn't. It always left like a visual of makeup, and I want my makeup to look like I don't have makeup. Remember, we're the Look Good Close-Up Club. I tested many foundations on the back of my hand, and I'm just not impressed with that many formulas from the drugstore. Now, I have done videos on, I love the Neutrogena that comes in the round glass bottle. It's beautiful. It is kind of a dupe for Giorgio Armani, and I can testify to that because I used to have Armani in my pro kit back in the mid 2000s. I love Wet n Wild. I like the dewy, but if you're oily, you can get the matte. They're about $5 and they are really nice. They have kind of a weird chemical smell, but I mean, for $5 for a really nice foundation, you can handle a chemical smell, okay? What else have I really liked? Oh, I have L'Oreal True Match somewhere. Here it is. You know what? Let's try, maybe we should try a little True Match today. They sent me this. Otherwise, everything in my video is all paid for by me. True Match. Let's try a little bit today and see what we think. I've been wanting to do super blendable foundation, skin matching technology, no alcohol, won't clog pores, no fragrance, vegan formula, and now it comes with a pump. It used to be like you had to pour it out. I think we're gonna try a little bit of this. I feel like I might be in, well, we're gonna get out a couple. Okay, so now my video is sponsored. See how spontaneous I am? I never know what I'm really gonna talk about till I pop on here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do first. I wanted to get this L'Oreal Lumi lotion because I always hear that it is a dupe to Charlotte Tilbury. This is about, you know, close to $40 or maybe $40. But I only buy like one a year because you use very little of it. So this is what I'm told is very similar. It looked really pretty on my hand. The finish was nice. You would not use this if you are oily or combo. You could put it in certain areas of your face, but it's really meant to give you that instant glow. And honestly, I could put this over some SPF and just, you know, wear it to the beach, wear it to the pool, wear it out running errands. Look at that. That's very pretty. It gives just, it really does look very similar to Charlotte Tilbury. You know what the difference is? Charlotte Tilbury has more of a blurring to it. That's why it's called a filter. It literally looks like you have a filter on. But let's look and see this. Oh, let's put a little bit up on the brow bone just to give a beautiful pearl up there. Yeah, this is pretty. Now, I will say this. I feel like I see my pores more when I use the Charlotte Tilbury. It blurs the pores. This, I see the pores. And that's the difference in price, okay? I'm so tired of hearing that, oh, drugstore is the exact same as luxury. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, the packaging's cheaper, but it does not have the longevity. You have to trust me as a 25-year pro. If I put on a full face of drugstore at 8 in the morning or put a full face of high end, I promise you at the end of the day, the high end is gonna last longer, and that's why I use higher end stuff in my pro kit. Now, once in a while, drugstore makes its way in, but most of us aren't on camera all day. Most of us don't care what we look like after 9-10 hours. We're just ready to take our face off. So drugstore can work just fine for most of us. But this is not the same as Charlotte Tilbury, but look, that's very pretty. It's very, very pretty, but close up, I'm really noticing my pores. And when do I ever talk about noticing my pores? So I don't know. I might use this summer. Or I might give it to my sister, or I don't know, give it to one of Gracie's friends. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to put on the Maybelline BB Cream because I know I love this. Right now I am light tint. Yeah, I am light. In the summer I like medium, but right now I am light. And I like to just put this on. Let me take my wedding rings off. I like to just put this on just like skincare. It's, you know, basically a tinted moisturizer. It's a BB cream, really. The difference between tinted moisturizer and BB cream is a tinted moisturizer means it's a tinted moisture. It means it's a moisturizer with some color, some pigment in it to give it a little color. It helps even you out, but it moisturizes. A BB cream has more skincare in it. So it's called BB, stands for Beauty Balm, and it gives a little bit more of a pretty finish, but I mean, they're almost all becoming one and the same out in the world of makeup. I'll go a little under the eyes just because then maybe I'll need less concealer. Okay, so that's really pretty and respectable for just running errands today, right? I love it. But we're gonna go a little bit heavier now because I want to see how this True Match looks. So this is great for me for every day. I feel very pretty close up, but I want to try a tiny bit of the True Match. Oh, very nice. And let me get, let me do this little, I'm going to do this little Hourglass foundation brush. I realize it's not a drugstore brush, but you can always get Real Techniques. I think Real Techniques makes a really nice foundation brush and brushes in general. You can also get Real Techniques on Amazon. And I use a lot of Real Techniques in my pro kit. Not for TV and film really, but if I'm doing like, if I'm helping my friend Carla with a wedding and I have a ton of bridesmaids to do and I don't have a lot of time to clean brushes in between clients, I'll just buy a ton of Real Techniques. And then I have like 8 of every brush. Okay, so that is the L'Oreal True Match. Now to some of you, you're probably thinking, this is a lot of layers on your face. Well, but do you see how I'm only putting it through the center? I'm not putting it in the outside of my face because I don't need it everywhere. I kind of just did the T-zone. That's pretty. Let's see how it looks close up. It looks great. It blurred my pores. My pores look a little more blurred. Oh, darn it. I hate it when it starts to lift off the face. But guess what I forgot to use today? I forgot to use the Paula's Choice BHA 2% liquid, which takes off all my dead skin cells. I forgot to use that today. So anyway, okay, it looks good everywhere. I was just experiencing a little bit of flaking right here. Not so much flaking as much as sloughing off. Okay. I think that looks great. So let's see, the True Match, that was color N3. Really like that. I think I would be a W4 in the summer. It's got a little bit more yellow and I do like to self-tan. We'll see. Okay, so far I feel really cute. I'm going to dust it with some powder. I found this Wet n Wild. Let's see, it's called Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. And it's completely clear and it can work on all skin types because it's totally invisible. So even if you have dark skin, you could use this. And I'm gonna use, this was like $3.99. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna tell y'all, Elf and Wet n Wild, they are not playing around. They are making some really nice drugstore products. And they are not playing. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit in the outside of my face so that my hair doesn't stick to it because it's a hot day. What? Y'all, that looks really nice. Okay, I'm going to quickly do my Maybelline brows. You know this is my favorite pencil in the drugstore. I don't often like blonde pencils in the drugstore, but Maybelline really delivers in the blonde department. Some of you have told me that NYX makes a great pencil. I would agree with you, except I don't like their blondes. Morphe makes a nice little micro pencil. I can't stand their blondes. They almost have like the weirdest green yellow to them, and I just am not a fan. And you know what? When I find something that I love and that works, I'm just going to stick with it. And I have used this Maybelline brow pencil for, I don't know, 7 years, 6, 7 years. I've turned so many women onto it. So when Maybelline approached my agency in December and said, would Michelle like to do this micro brow video for our website and our social media, I'm like, only God, only God. This is a product I have used for years. And the fact that Maybelline wanted me to represent it was just a dream come true. Okay, so there's my brows. I absolutely love them. I don't have a brow gel today, so let's just pretend I do. I did see a clear brow gel by e.l.f. too. Why didn't I get it? I saw a clear brow gel by e.l.f. So we'll just pretend this is drugstore. It doesn't matter. It's just a brow gel to kind of keep them up and lifted. This is Half Magic, so it's not expensive, but it's not in the drugstore. Okay, so you know the next thing I love to do is I love bronzer. So this is, again, the Wet n Wild bronzer stick, and I've never used it. Okay, it's looking a little tiny bit. Well, I'll tell you, it goes on like butter, but it feels a little... I'm not sure the color. Okay, wait, it's blending in way prettier than it looks. See how it looks kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Okay, this is pretty. These sticks are like $3.99. I've seen people talk about them forever on TikTok, but I've just never been... you know, I love my Bella bronzer. I love Makeup by Mario bronzer. I love Mob Beauty bronzer. I love the new Milk sticks. These are phenomenal, but I'll tell you, this went on a lot like this Wet n Wild. A lot. Okay? So... my nose always runs when I hit it. It's like I stimulate. Yo, this is really pretty. Now here's what I recommend. This side is already not blending as well as this because it's probably had a little exposure to air and dry time. So I would do one area at a time rather than putting it on your whole face. I would do one area at a time. Now I'm gonna come back tonight. I'm taking Gracie out to find prom dresses. I'm gonna come back tonight and I'm gonna show you how it looks at the end of the day. And I'm not going to touch it up. I mean, I always touch up my lips, but I'm not gonna touch up my face because I don't touch up Saint. I do not, okay? Oh, you know what? I want some on my eyes. Because you know I love to do bronzer in the crease. So just like I do Bella. If this holds up and you're on a budget, I'm so excited to share this with you. I'll tell you what, even if it doesn't hold up as well as Saint or high end, but it looks this pretty, and you know, maybe it lasts most of the day, isn't it still worth it for $3.99? in this crazy economy we're living in with inflation, and what the heck is going on with banks, and Russia is trying to like lower, they're getting what, all the Arab countries to not accept the American dollar. Hey, quiet. We are just in crazy times. You guys, that looks so good. This is, let's see, this is color 804. 804A. I have no idea what this is called. It's called Contour, but this is a bronzer. This is not a, this is a beautiful bronzer color. This is so pretty. Okay, let's see how it looks close up. It's not Bella, but you know what? It's really pretty. It's really pretty. Are we impressed? I'm impressed. Okay, now I'm gonna do my eyes next. And the one thing I really hate about drugstore packaging is it's so hard to open. I opened everything ahead of time because I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna make everyone wait for me to open stuff, but I just love this purple. I wanted to do a little bit of purple today. How cute is that? Yeah, I just wanted the littlest bit of purple on my eyes. Purple is really trending right now, more like a lavender, lilac. It's really trending. Not so much a dark purple, although you could do a dark purple eyeliner. Oh, that is so cute. This is also Wet n Wild. This was like $2.99 or $3.99. I got all of this at Walgreens. The only thing I got at Ulta was this, which I don't love because it showed all my pores. And I have no idea what else I got at Ulta. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do on the eyes. That's it, just this and the bronzer. I think that's so modern, but also looks kind of 80s, but also looks modern. And then I'm gonna go back in with this awesome powder. And I'm not powdering under the eyes, okay? We don't wanna powder under the eyes because we don't wanna cause dry, powdery texture, but I'm doing that purple pencil. Okay, now this is what I'm excited about. L'Oreal, you know how much I've loved brown mascara. L'Oreal makes Age Perfect in brown. I love their Age Perfect line. I almost bought their blush because it was so pretty. It was very coral and very pretty. But I wanted to go pink because I think pink is more universal, and this matches my R5, Demi R5, and I really want this to be more apples to apples. So I got, I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is the Jenny Patinkin, not in drugstores, but I can't help it. It's so good. If you get the Jenny Patinkin eyelash curler, you will not need another eyelash curler for probably the rest of your life. And you can just buy her little rubber refills. How am I looking close up? Y'all, this L'Oreal True Match is very nice. I'm kind of bummed though, because now I have to put that this video is sponsored, and it's not. They don't know. They have no idea I'm using this. But you know I love my brown mascara, so I'm going to use it. And this is definitely brown. It's rich brown. It's not as rich brown as the YSL or the Too Faced. It's not as chocolatey. but it is brown. It's not black brown, it's brown. It's cute. It's very cute. It's very nice. This is why I don't do mascara on camera, because look at how long I take just to do one eye. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye and be back. Okay, I'm back. Very pretty. Do you see that? Very pretty. I'm not gonna do my lower lashes because it's already hot. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot, and I don't wanna smear it, so I'm not doing my lower lashes. Okay, I'm excited about this. This is the Wet n Wild. Can you tell I just bought all Wet n Wild? This is their concealer. I can't really tell you what color to get because I don't know. This is a little Morphe. I love Morphe brushes. This is M124, but look, it's like a little concealer brush. I really like Morphe brushes. So we're not gonna draw it on. That's gonna put way too much product. We're gonna do this. That's even too much product. And you know, I like to do that outer corner. Their concealers, I know, come in a few different colors. They were very limited. That's another thing I don't like about drugstores is you can't find anything. It's like they have one color in the most obscure. It's like they have the lightest and the darkest and everything in between. They don't restock. But I do believe you can get a lot of this on Amazon. So, and I don't know if you have seen it, but YouTube is wanting to start their own shopping experience for the customer. So in the bottom corner of the video, there'll be a little like shopping tag that says products or tag products. If you click on that, everything I used in the video today can pop up. I think I have time to figure that out. Otherwise, this stuff is all usually in my Amazon storefront. But YouTube is smart. They want to keep people on their platform. They don't want you switching around. And it's so smart that you can just click on a video and everything I used in the video comes up. Now, they don't have a lot of retailers yet. They have Ulta, they have Sephora, they have like Colourpop. They're working really hard to get more retailers on board. That's pretty, right? It's nice and bright. Now I'm gonna go in with my finger. I'm literally tapping. Watch this, I'm tapping. And I'm going under the eye because I feel like it needs a little bit more coverage and the brush is putting it on. Kind of weird. So ditch the brush, you don't need it. I decided I hate it. I like my finger, okay? Very pretty, do you see that? I don't have high hopes it'll stay on as long as Demi, and it might crease a lot, but we can always take our finger throughout the day and re-pat it out. Now, I will say this, the True Match is starting to crease. I have a big crease forming right here. That is not a look I'm familiar with. When I wear makeup, it does not crease. So to see it creasing so quickly, I'm a little surprised. But again, we'll just pat it back out, okay? But I know I love this because I've used it for 7 years. I didn't have to use this. I just thought for those of you who like a little bit more coverage, I wanted to see how it looks, okay? And I still think that on camera, I look nice, not too dewy, not too matte, very natural, healthy skin. I like this look. Okay, we are now, I bought these. Let me show you this. This is called, look at that color. That's kind of a pretty rosy peach. And this is, this is kind of a dupe to the NARS Orgasm in that it's like a peach with like a metallic gold in it. So we could use that as a highlighter, but we might not need it. I wanted to go with e.l.f. in this color because it matches, in my opinion, R5. I love R5. Okay, and we're gonna take like a little flat kabuki brush. I think this is Jane. Oh, this is Josie Maran, but you can also buy a little flat kabuki brush. If you look at Ulta, they might have Eco Tools makes one, and Real Techniques could make one. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm nervous because, oh yeah, cute with that purple on my eye. You guys, I'm feeling cute. I'm feeling cute. I want you to feel cute too. Call it shallow, but I don't think it is. I think when you feel cute, when you got a little kick in your step, you know, we all know what it's like to have a good hair day. You walk with your head a little bit higher. You feel a little bit better about life. I know that sounds shallow, but this is all psychology. Makeup is psychology. And I wish I had gotten a psychology degree instead of an art degree, because I had no idea how much psychology went into makeup. I like a little pink on my nose. Okay, so that's maybe a little too much pink. But remember, the camera always shows it brighter than it looks in person. It doesn't look this bright in person. I'm looking in the mirror right here, and it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of fan it out. And now I think we need a little bit of powder strategically, right? A little powder. Always powder next to the nose because that's where our pores are, and that's where we can look greasy here. But if the shine's out here, we won't look greasy. If the shine's here, we can look greasy. If the shine's here, we can look greasy here. This, if we're shiny up here, that looks like a hot flash. Really impressed with this powder. Very impressed. Okay. And now I'm going to do my lips. This is NYX color NYX. They don't like NYX. It's called Natural. It's just Natural. It's their twist up pencil. I'm out with my daughter today, and if I wear too much makeup, she gives me grief. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Okay. Very pretty, but you already know I love Colourpop, and that's $5. I love my Colourpop. It needs to be, let me see, here's my Colourpop. I love Colourpop, but I feel like NYX you can find in more places. I always get Colourpop at Ulta, but I like that NYX too. And then I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline, the Superstay crayon. It's their ink crayon, and this is a dupe to Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I have Pillow Talk in my kit. I don't personally think that this is the same. Gosh darn it. I have no idea what color this, oh, it's number 15, Lead the Way. Number 15, Lead the Way, okay? Now, watch how little I'm gonna put on. I'm not saturating my lip because it won't look pretty if I put it everywhere. I blend it into the lip liner. You know what? This really does look like Charlotte Tilbury, come to think of it. And is that so pretty? And then I'll give that a few minutes to matte down because it's definitely gonna stay more matte, and that's what Pillow Talk does. Pillow Talk stays matte. That's why I love to use it for weddings. But then after it's stayed and dried down a little bit, then I'll pop a really pretty gloss, not everywhere, just kind of here in the middle to catch that pretty light. Okay, what do we think? I feel really cute. I do. I feel really cute. I feel like I don't look that much different than my Saint. I think my skin maybe doesn't look as skin-like. I also want to go in with this. I've been wanting to use this. This is their 801A peach something. I don't know, but look, I want to do it out here. And then I want a little bit down the center of my nose. I'm gonna just pat it in with my finger. And it gives that really pretty glisten that I love, that I get with my demi wax. Okay. So there you have it. I am impressed. I'm going to lock it in with a setting spray. I think I'm gonna use, I'm gonna use this Euphoria. This kind of makes the face look a little bit more pink. So if anyone's feeling sallow, we'll see how that works. Euphoria is online. It's not very expensive. It's not in the drugstore though, but I had to use it because I don't have anything within reach. Because once again, where's my fan? Here it is. Y'all, go to Amazon and get yourself a fan because it really helps dry the setting spray quickly so you can see what it looks like. And it's also great even if you're doing eyelashes and you want the glue to dry. I love having a fan. I always have a fan, and I always have a fan in my pro kit so that if I'm working on a commercial and an actress is starting to get schwitzy or an actor is starting to get schwitzy, I put them in the shade, I hand them a fan, and they love me for it. We want to keep our actors very comfortable, okay? So that feels very pretty to me. Oh, lastly, I forgot to use this. I love this, and it comes in pink now. So the pink is more hydrating for those of you who are more like me, normal to dry. And then this Power Grip is more for all skin types, but this grips your makeup and keeps it on longer. So if you're the type of person where you're like, help, my makeup doesn't stay on, this is so great. It's $10, and it's very similar to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I love both of them. But if you're on a budget, I really don't notice a big difference between the Milk and the Power Grip. I'm telling you, e.l.f. is not playing around. They are very impressive. Okay, I have this beautiful pencil by L'Oreal. It's called Aubergine. And I'm just gonna go up here, up on my waterline with it. It's a waterproof pencil because I just wanted my waterline to have a little bit more color. I might even do a little bit out here. Give my lashes a little bit more depth. It's very pretty because it's not super purpley. It's almost like a gray, feels like a gray purple. It's the Aubergine. Okay, that's really pretty. I love that. Doggone it. I just tore the whole package apart. It's the Pro Last Infallible Pro Last waterproof pencil, and I bought it in Aubergine. I bought it a while ago, so this was not one I bought this week, but I bought this week, and I love this. I might take this with me today. I'm going to throw this in my purse. I'm going to throw this in my purse for my lips. But that's it. Okay, and now close up. I'm kind of seeing a lot of makeup. I see more makeup. I feel like I have makeup on, but it's not terrible. I'm just so used to my Saint. But this, again, I can make this work. This is very pretty and I feel pretty. These are like, these Putty blushes are like $5. And I really like putting them on with a kabuki. So find yourself a kabuki brush. I also like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I just didn't use that today because I really wanted to play with this. And I might take this with me today. I'm not going to touch up my skin, but I might take concealer, the purple pencil, and the Maybelline Superstay. I might take that. I'm not going to take powder because I really want to see how this looks at the end of the day. Am I cakey? Am I breaking apart? I have a couple pimples, but I'm going to ignore those. I mean, I think this still works in the Look Good Close-Up Club. I really do. I think this still is going to work. I kind of wish I didn't put the True Match on just because it's going to be a hot day and I'm going to be in and out of the car. But everything else I loved. And I'm not saying I don't love this. I just, you know me, I don't really wear foundation, and now here I am going to be wearing it on a day where we're in and out of a hot car. But it's cute, right? What do you think? Tell me in comments. Okay, that's it for now. I just wanted to show women how to look really cute on a budget. It is possible. The nice thing about drugstore is you can go in and just buy a piece here, a piece there. You're not buying, because I can go to the drugstore and get 6 products and I'm easily at $120. It adds up quickly. That's why I love the Wet n Wild. These are like $3.99. Elf is $5. This little pencil is $2.99. This Age Perfect Mascara, I think because it's targeted to mature women, is a little more expensive. I think this was about $12.99. This powder is only $3.99. NYX lip pencils are about $5-6. This Maybelline Superstay pen is about $10. So you can see with everything I've just named, we're really adding up. This is $15.99. Looked really pretty. It just showed my pores. And I rarely am noticing my pores, and this made me notice my pores. This BB cream has been about $7.99, $8.99 for the 7 years I've used it. I absolutely love this. My brow pencil by Maybelline is about, I don't know, $8. It's under $10. I love it. I didn't put this on today and I wish I had, but this is the Power Grip for $10. So you can see everything's like $10, $10, $10. So you buy, you can go in and buy a few things at a time and you're not committing to as much expense. And some of this stuff you might have at home. You might already have an eyebrow pencil. You might already have a cute blush you like. You might already have a mascara. So you can just go and try a few things as you go along. Secondly, let me say that you need to save your receipts, because if nothing works for me, I take it back. If I decide next week I don't like this anymore, I have the receipt. I'm taking it back to Ulta. I'm not going to keep something that doesn't work for me. But I'm going to give this a few tries and see. It's pretty, but I noticed my pores. And this to me is way prettier, and I don't notice my pores because it blurs them. So, this is the thing. Drugstore is exciting because it's inexpensive and we get excited about it. But my question as a pro makeup artist is, what does it look like 8 hours later in the cold, in the heat, during a hot flash? What does it look like 8 hours later? And does it look good close up? That's my criteria. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how this looks at the end of the day. I'll be back. Okay, it is, I think it's 10:30 at night. So Gracie and I just got home. We had dinner. We were an hour away, which is why we're just getting home from dinner. And yeah, so it's about 10:30 p.m. I probably put this on today at about 1:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30, 12:30. Anyway, it's been about 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours. So I'm really impressed with how this all held up. But I have to tell you, after I finished my last segment, I ran real quick to upload all this to my computer to get ready to edit, and I had a Zoom meeting come up. I always keep one of these next to my computer because, you know, in case I want to look real quick. And I looked in the mirror 20 minutes before my Zoom, and my skin looked horrible. So I ran back up to my studio. I took everything off. I keep makeup wipes just for my table here. I don't use makeup wipes for myself. I really love to double cleanse my face, but I had these here. I had to take all of my foundation off, and then I had to put SPF back on, and then I had to wait a few minutes, and then I put this back on. Okay, so I just had to get off the L'Oreal True Match foundation. It did not look good. It's not that it was the wrong color. It's just, and it could have been this. I just had polka dots all over my face. I looked close up in the mirror, and I literally could see every pore on my face had makeup hiding in it. So I don't know if it was this or if it was the L'Oreal, but I put this back on and then redid my face with the bronzer. And I went back in with the blush. And the eyes stayed on so well. The bronzer's still in the crease. And this purple pencil stayed on so well. It didn't crease at all. So I love this. This concealer, I don't know how many colors this comes in. I think it's probably very limited to how many colors it comes in. But, I mean, my under eye looks pretty great. There was a couple times in like the first hour or two, if I looked in the mirror, or if I was in the car and looked in the mirror, I'd see a little crease and I would just pat it back out. Pat, 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 pat. But, you know, and, you know, I'm very, very almost like too shiny. I probably could use a little bit of powder, but this looks great. This looks great. I felt cute. I took a picture on my Zoom because my makeup looked really fresh, and the purple is just so cute on the eyes, and I like it. The mascara didn't transfer. Sometimes I'll get transfer up here because my lashes are long and it touches my brow bone. So the mascara stayed on really well. So all to say, this looks fabulous 9 hours later. I feel cute. I just had to take off the L'Oreal True Match, which is such a shame because now I have to put sponsored video because of that. And I didn't even like it or really end up using it. I had to take it all off again. But anyway, you know, everything I paid for my own money, and it just goes to show that there really are some nice products in the drugstore. You just have to know which ones. You see a lot of people reviewing drugstores saying this is great, that's great. Tell me what the wear test is. Show me how long it lasted, because a lot of things can look great for the first couple hours, but what does it look like at the end of the day? That's what counts, okay? So we're still looking good here in the Look Good Close-Up Club, even on a budget. I'm so thrilled because I really do want to help women on a budget look and feel cute, okay? So that's all we have for this week. I will be back next week, I think, with a blush segment for Saint and Demi, and then the following week for my next Saturday, I think it's going to be skincare related. It's probably going to be my most favorite piece of skincare right now. And I'm going to tell you a few different brands. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, God loves you so much. So do I. And I will see you next week. Tate says bye too.